So here's the $10 PC I posted about earlier. Now that it works, how can we make it better? I think we should put Windows 11. Also, I don't want to pay for a key. How do we do that? Well, let's find out. We're back, and today we're going to work on the HP Pavilion that I posted about for $10. It is a fairly newer model. I think it was 2016. Not sure. But I put in the hard drive, I replaced it. The one that was in there had failed. I reinstalled the Windows. I upgraded the memory to 16 gigabyte. And now we're just going to try and wrap it up, but I wanted to see if we could go ahead and get the Windows activated and then install Windows 11. And I mentioned that in the other video about the all-in-one, that I was able to bypass the checks to allow you to install Windows 11. Since this is an AMD A8, which is kind of a little bit newer than, say, like an A3 or whatever the older ones are, I think it would be fine. And so what I want to do first is activate the Windows, and I tried to activate it using the BIOS digital license thing. That was my fault because I installed Windows 10 Pro, and when I try to activate it, it says that you need to install Windows 10 Home. So I'm going to do that first. I want to activate it first before I try to install the Windows 11. And then here's the Windows 10 Home, so hopefully we can install that, get it activated. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, now we're ready to check and see why the system would not work with Windows 11. We use this program called Why Not Win 11. It's just an executable. So if you have, let's say, a 6th generation-ish or 4th gen, you're gonna have this red compatibility, and what was the other one? Oh, the TPM. So if you have TPM 1.2, you cannot install Windows 11. This one actually has TPM 2. But last time I did this one was red and this one was red. And there's nothing wrong with it running Windows 11, it's just not letting you. So what we're gonna do is tell the registry here to not check this and not check that. Now, to my understanding, I think you're supposed to still have TPM 1.2. Maybe not, maybe there's another way around that. So it's just gonna skip this and skip this. We're gonna go to the registry here, under System. There should be something there called Mo Setup. On the one that I did, it was missing. So I just went ahead and created the folder. So let me do that real fast. Okay, I messed that up. I put the Mo Setup under System. It's supposed to be System, Setup, then Mo Setup. If you've tried to install Windows 11 before, you'll probably have a Mo Setup already. If you haven't, you just make a Mo Setup key under Setup. Put in this right here. Key value 1. And then you will download the ISO of Windows 11 from Microsoft. And then you go to right-click Mount, and then you'll have the setup files right there. And you just go to Setup, and if this works correctly, then it should allow you to install it. It will give you a warning still that it's not compatible, but you can just say accept. So if this had been done correctly, if I had installed Windows 10 Home, it would have picked up the digital license and then upgrade to Windows 11. So that means that key will carry over to Windows 11. And so in theory, you could have Windows 11 for free on this $10 computer. Just adding in a hard drive or an SSD and a little more memory, and be good to go. So let's see what it says here. It says Windows needs your attention. Accept. And now it's going to install, unfortunately, Windows 11 Pro. I wanted home. But I'm going to see if I can still find a way to get it back to home after it's done. I don't know if the key will work anymore, but Windows 11 is finished installing or upgrading. Went pretty smooth. It took a long time because it's on a hard drive and I'm using a flash drive installer. But yeah, it was pretty smooth. It didn't really ask any questions. It just did the upgrade. And then the only problem now is that, see, I still don't have activation. I would have to install Windows Home 11 over this and hope that it picks up the digital key. Not sure. I'm probably just gonna leave it like this, but we'll see. Anyway, this is good because it makes the computer a little more sellable with the 16 gigs of memory in the Windows 11. Okay, just to follow up and see, this is what we did wrong when I did the registry edit to make it look like home. I was rebooting, and then I finally found another post where somebody said change the settings but don't reboot. And see, now I launched the installer again. Now it's saying 11 home, so it's gonna have to install again. But if I had done it correctly the first time, it wouldn't have installed Pro. Also, his instructions were different. So instead of putting home, he put core here, Windows 10 home here. And then that's in a secondary spot, File 6432 node, which I'm not sure is in Windows 10. But yeah, I would try these settings first before you try the upgrade, and then just don't reboot. So we'll install it again, another hour wasted, and we'll see if we can get this activated. Okay, we're in. So we have Windows 11 Home. Took a long time again. There's really nothing on this computer yet, so it's not a big deal even if we had to start over. But Windows 10 Home, now the key is going to be the activation. Let's check. Did it pick it up? Yes. Active. So as part of the installation, it pulled the key from the BIOS or whatever, activated with digital license. Perfect. That's what we wanted. It took a little longer than I thought. I just did it the wrong way, but as long as your Windows 10 system is active, you'll be active in Windows 11 as long as you put on the same version. But if you buy a computer with no hard drive, you want to install the Windows 10 that matches the one that it came with, and then upgrade to Windows 11. And there you go. It was free. So $10 for the tower. Let's say $10 for the hard drive, $10 for the extra memory. That's $30 for a fairly decent Windows 11 PC. Not for games or anything, but this would be perfect for somebody's home, family computer, and probably similar to what you would buy today.